back to the channel, guys. Hope you guys are having a great day. Today is day 1 on head gasket replacement on the Subaru. Last night I did a bunch of research, and I learned as much as I could as far as removing this engine. If you didn't stay till the end of yesterday's video, Emerson is actually getting us an engine hoist from someone he knows. He's gonna be picking it up after work. So I was planning yesterday to just do it in the car, which I know is not ideal, but it can be done, and that's what I was planning on doing. He's gonna get me an engine hoist, so today I have to get this thing ready to be pulled by the time he's done work, basically. So I watched a bunch of videos, I saw what I need to disconnect, what I don't need to disconnect. Basically, I'm gonna start by just making sure the engine is separated, and then all the other stuff, like if there's time, if he's not here yet, maybe I'll take off the manifold, take off a couple things, just to make it easier. But I mean, you can pull the engine as a whole, so I'm just gonna try and make sure it's ready. Before today's video gets started, I wanna show you guys something. It's good news and bad news. So good news, awesome news actually. Mail lady came yesterday. I forgot to put it in the video, but the mail lady came yesterday. She dropped off the new Committed Crew stickers. Check these guys out. These are super tight. So these are more of like a slap sticker, right? They're white with the black outline, just kind of die cut around. It's not like a square slap sticker, but that's more of the idea. And then we still have, of course, the original Committed Crew sticker. So this is more the logo sticker. This one's more like a slap sticker. They're the same length. But this one's just a little bit more sleek. So like, I think this one would be cool for like, actually I don't know, they're both cool, but they're cool in different ways. This one is kind of neat. You can just stick it like on your window right here, and it's kind of inconspicuous. It's kind of small. It doesn't have to be big. The only problem with these is they weren't perfect. A couple of them were actually messed up, which is nobody's fault. But when they came here yesterday, I got like a whole bag of them, and a couple of them are kind of pooched. And I don't want to sell, like if I ordered this one, for example, you guys probably see it in the video and you're like, oh, it's fine, but it's not. And if I paid for this and it showed up at my door, I wouldn't be thrilled about the fact that I got this. I'm having more remade. Don't worry, they're being remade right now, like it's being prioritized because there was supposed to be a drop really soon, and these were supposed to be a part of it, so they're being remade. Don't worry about that. I'm hoping they'll get here in time for the drop. If not, maybe I'll just delay them, do them with the next drop. But so it's about 10:45 right now. I am getting a little bit of a late start to this, as I was kind of trying to get out a little earlier, but I was finishing today's video. I was doing a couple things, emailing people regarding parts for this car, trying to get everything finished up so that when this is done, we're good to go. First thing we're gonna do is just change the oil. Wow, that's on there tight. Oh. That was about all I knew to do with confidence, so. Just to give you guys a better idea of like what I'm doing, basically this is like the engine harness or whatever you want to call it, and like you just unclip this and kind of push it and it ejects this entire clip. And then basically I'm trying to disconnect anything that is attached to the motor and the car. So this is attached to the car. I disconnected it from the motor, tuck it up back here. Now it's free. I basically just don't want any touching between the motor and the car. So like simple things like this, I don't really need to label because I just know where that came from. Like that was super easy. But anything that starts to get a little more difficult, I'll have to like tape and label it. You know, just make sure I know where everything went. So everything that's basic right now is okay, but after that, everything needs to get labeled. And if you guys do this at home, you're probably gonna do this too. I literally just was trying to spend so long trying to get this thing out, because I was like, I need to get this stupid pump out of the way. And instead of taking just the pump off of this bracket, I decided to take the whole thing out. Then I remembered the video I watched earlier, he said this is a very good lifting point for the motor. So leave it attached, lift the motor out by this, and just take the pump off. So now I gotta take the pump off the bracket, put the bracket back. That's gonna happen a bunch of times, but try and think about what you're taking out while you're doing it, because I gotta put it back. I just kind of bungeed the compressor over here. I bungeed it over to there just to kind of hold it up out of the way, because as long as it doesn't really interfere with this line, I think that should be good to pull the motor out. I want to take this off next, but I want to get this hose and everything out of the way, and like this hose out of the way, so I just kind of want to push everything over to the same side like I did with that. I mean, over to the other side like I did with that, but I gotta get the rad first, so. And then like you guys saw, I've just been marking things like this is B, because now that it's all apart, It seems simple at the time, but when you go to put it back together, you'll be like, oh shit, these bolts look the same. Like, which one goes where? You just, B goes to B. Super simple. And then I've just been labeled, everything that's labeled gets thrown over there. Time consuming though, because there's a lot of stuff that I don't know how to do that I keep Googling, like where do I even drain the coolant out of this stupid thing from, right? I gotta drain it from right there, I guess, down there on that hose. Yesterday's video is about to drop in 1 minute or 2 minutes. So as this video goes live yesterday, the major issues for the Subaru, I'm already doing it. So I'm excited to see what you guys say. Next, I gotta do some sort of magic trick because I gotta drain all the coolant into the pan. I need to wrestle it off without making a mess. Basically, what I'm gonna do here is just put rags everywhere because I'm anticipating a mess. Now my plan is, I'm literally gonna wrestle this guy from the top. Not an awesome plan. It's not the best plan, but I can get my hand in there and just kind of twist it around to get it off. At least I won't be underneath it getting soaked. I have the bin directly underneath there to catch everything, and I have everything covered in rags. So if I make a mess, at least it's kind of contained. Yeah, that didn't go as planned, but at least we prepared. we made a huge mess, but at least we had the rags going. At least we kind of prepared for the mess, I guess. All right, I'm gonna let that just do its thing. It takes a little bit to drain, I think, so I'm just gonna let it drain. I'm gonna go eat. I answered a bunch of your comments, which is what I do at 1:30 every day. For those of you that don't know, if you comment in the first hour, more than likely, if your comment isn't just, for instance, yesterday I said what kind of phone do you guys use? You guys commented your phones, and I'm not gonna respond to that, but if you guys have a comment in the first hour is typically when I will see it the most, as the most high visibility. Take my lunch, I read comments. I am enjoying the positivity that's coming from this. So a lot of you guys commenting on the videos, you're really stoked to see this. Right now, I think we're gonna do the rad. I'm gonna pop the coolant tank off. Wow, that opens up a lot of space. Oh, my flashlight's been on down here the whole time. I've literally just been sitting because there's like so much room here. I'm just chilling in the engine bay, like reaching over, getting at all this stuff because it makes it 10 times easier than leaning in and like having a sore back and stuff. I kind of soak the floor in coolant, but I'm over it at this point. At this point, I don't care how much of a mess I make, I just want stuff out. These are also heater core lines, so like full of coolant for reference. I said heater core, honestly, I don't even know if that's right, but they have coolant. Since I'm done before I was expecting to be done, I might just remove the intake manifold altogether. That gives us a more direct base to work on. It gives us less stuff to undo once we get the motor out. This is gonna save us some time. So you guys have been on a tripod inside the engine bay. I'm gonna set this tripod back up out here. At this point, my legs are toast from like tiptoeing and leaning in over the car. Everything is just sore. I mean, like the block stopped leaking vape juice, so that's good. I'm just kidding. Thoroughly impressed with the amount of stuff I got done today. I think this is a pretty good. Well, how long have I been out here? For 10. I've only actually been working for about 6 hours. And I completely, like not knowing how to, not ever taking apart one thing on a Subaru motor before. My Subaru motor was brand new. I've never had to deal with it at all. So this is my first time hands-on with a Subaru motor. So like the first time ripping apart a boxer at all, and I did all this in 6 hours, which I think would make you guys very capable. Hey bro! How in the F did you get this in here?
Not like
no kidding, it's not light. Looks like it's 1,000,000 pounds. Oh. Look at this, look at the size of this thing in here. Jeez! And that's it, like, the legs have to come down, I guess they go under. That's a big unit. What did this hoist not come with?
chain.
So we picked up this chain, it's 14 feet, it's like, that's a lot. But whatever, it's got a good weight rating. But they didn't sell anything less, so we're just, that's what we're using. Kid, you want to open this bad boy up? There's definitely no room for this thing. Are these heater core lines? Those right there?
Yeah.
They're heater core lines?
Yeah.
Nice. I said it in the video today, but I didn't know if I was right when I said heater flow line.
Oh, I'm upset to know.
Yeah, you are, you dumbass. You're just supermaning under the car for no good reason.
Feeling fat, might delete later.
Oh yeah, that's what I was doing earlier. I was literally standing in there because you can. Just stand there and just everything is 10 times easier. That's a good shot. It's a good booty shot. A couple of the bolts that hold the transmission to the motor actually go through the starter. So we're just removing the starter right now. Continue to go around the outside and just remove all the transmission bolts from the motor and anything else that ends up being in our way. I don't know for sure. I knew the starter did, but I don't know what, I don't know what's on the other side of a starter, so I didn't want to take it out when Emerson wasn't here in case it did something stupid. That is so custy. Why is that so custy? Just a tiny little gear that touches your flywheel. That's kind of cool.
Look at that torque.
You direct it, I'll crank it.
I just want to see this thing move first.
Engine's going up right here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is it tilting forward though?
It's tilting backwards. I jacked it up. Okay. It's tilting to the left. Back one needed a little bit of love. We're just gonna hook the front one in where I've been telling you guys all day right here. So this is what we're doing. We're just like tightening this stupid chain onto both sides. That way it's got like a nice double link. And putting the nut and bolt through the hole, tighten it all up. Should be good.
I can lift this whole motor up?
I don't think so. You wanna try? You think you can lift the entire motor? Oh, what? I'm actually surprised, dude. I didn't think you could get anything on that. And then the other 18 million feet of extra chain is just down here on the floor because we don't need it. Welcome to Vlogmas. Day 5 of Vlogmas, still cranking the jack. Just kidding. Today's the last video before Vlogmas though. So tomorrow begins 25 days of straight videos, boys. I'm only doing 25 days because you guys aren't going home for Christmas, so you don't get 30 or however many days are in December. Bruh! Can it really be that hard to separate it though? Like, can't we just like start whacking on it? Oh, there it is, just split.
I know.
It just completely popped right off.
What's gonna happen now is the transmission is gonna drop. It's like, line up the jack.
Okay, it's on it.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
So what are you gonna do? You're gonna pull the hoist?
The hoist at the same time as you pull the motor?
You're gonna pull back a bit.
Alright, right now?
Keep going.
Okay.
Okay, now jack up.
Here, you go like this, you can get more.
Hold the
Ready?
What's up?
Well, that's how you get a little extra. Okay, you wanna come back?
Yep.
Oh, that's close.
No, you're good. I got it. I'll just tilt it.
Bruh. This is sick. Yeah, that's not supposed to be oil in there, is there?
Nope.
In the bell housing?
It's supposed to just be clutch dust.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Because I looked in there and it was moist, but I just didn't have time to say anything. I guess now's a good time to examine our clutch too, eh? Now there's like obstacles everywhere you go. Good job. So right away, that bell housing is covered in oil. Like just disgusting, which is not good because that's where your, oh, Emerson's in the way. Because that's where your clutch goes, and if your clutch gets covered in oil, your clutch slips and you just have bad news. So we need to make sure that gets dried out, and that's like a big one. And you can see just how much like sludge and grime and crap was just coming out of this motor. Like it's raunchy. Like this is all grease and stuff from when the CV boots went, because I'm assuming both CV boots went. But yeah, like everything is just completely disgusting. I'm stoked though. Like I've never had a motor out like this. Like I've never like seen like the back, like flywheel, plate of the clutch, all that kind of stuff. I've never seen all that like right here.
Really?
Yeah, I've literally never taken a motor out of anything. I know what it looks like. I've watched videos. I've seen it
in like.
Yeah. Like I knew exactly what this was gonna look like. Like nothing surprises me, but I've just never like physically seen it. Like just. And it be right here. And like I've said this whole time, like I don't know, I just think this is super cool to pull it. Like I feel like a lot of people will be down when they bought a car that has this issue, but like day 3 of the car and like it's got no motor and I'm stoked. I think it's awesome. It makes me happy, so. Everybody I watched with all their videos, they had air tools and they just went and zipped it right off. And I was like, oh, I don't have a compressor. I have the air tools, but I don't have the compressor. Actually doesn't look bad, eh? I don't even think we'll change it. Unless the rest of it looks bad, but right here it looks good. I thought it was gonna be just disintegrated and not cared for like the rest of this car was. Easy, brother, I was talking. Oh, wow.
Should have bought Milwaukee, not Ryobi.
I don't have the money for Milwaukee. I have the money for Ryobi, and it is what it is, all right? I got Ryobi paychecks, I buy Ryobi tools. That's just the way it goes.
You don't have a bolt there.
No.
There.
Are you serious? How many bolts are actually missing?
3.
4.
They've been open before.
Well, yeah, it's 260,000 K on it, right? I would assume that it's been opened at least once. It's a Subaru motor after all. You can't buy high mileage Subaru and expect it to have never been opened before. That's just something you can't do. Also, yesterday's video was like 17 minutes or something, almost 18 minutes. And then today's video I feel like might also be a little bit long just because I like to show you guys the steps and what's going on and everything, but keep it entertaining at the same time. Do you guys like that? Are you guys enjoying these longer videos? Because I can do that more often. I just don't because I don't want to like send people away, make people get bored, whatever. But if you guys like these longer videos, let me know because I keep it up. Not every day, like not every vlog, but when there's like a bigger project like this, I'll just keep it as long as I can, I guess. Like under 20 minutes, but like up to kind of thing. Let me know your thoughts. Oh, my God.
This water pump's been replaced before.
Sorry, bro. The water pump's been replaced?
Yeah.
Well, that's good news for me because I don't need to replace it. And like I keep saying to you guys, I don't know what we're gonna do motor-wise in the future. I'm gonna get this motor just good enough to where it's drivable for now. I'm not gonna go super crazy, spend thousands and thousands, turbo it now. Like, no, we're gonna wait. I'm gonna learn the car, learn like the rallying. I'm in this to learn how to become a competitive driver. So I want to learn to rally on just this setup. Then we'll boost it. Then we'll maybe motor swap with a WRX or something. I don't know, but I'm not just gonna full send right away because then you're not learning the skill set properly. Like I'd rather learn on a slower and whatever car and just work on my skills than build the car. Does that make sense? It was good, dude. That was a good day. I know you weren't here for a lot of it, but thank you for helping me get this out. I'm just gonna plug the batteries in and just go to bed. Oh, that's a big raccoon. Just shit his pants. Okay, go. You're not gonna get attacked by a raccoon. You're gonna be all right. And if you do, you're in the lead and you got whoop its ass for me. Bye, guy.
Goodbye.
Have a good night. I know I've said this 100 times, but it's cool that I got to do this. I'm honestly really excited that this was like one of the first things we got to do. Today was the last day before Vlogmas, so that means that you guys got Vlogmas technically started 2 days early because I uploaded yesterday, uploaded today, and then 25 days after that. So you guys got a nice run of videos straight. So tomorrow will be the last day. We'll probably do some internal stuff. Emerson said he might come here and do some stuff because me and Courtney are going out for dinner tomorrow. And Emerson said he might come here and film and do a little bit of stuff, help us like keep up with progress that needs to happen. And then, like I said, this weekend we'll be doing other stuff. It won't be Subaru stuff. And then probably next week we'll get back into the putting it back in and then parts. And I need to find brakes big time because I can't really go anywhere without brakes. I need to find Subaru brakes. We have a bunch of stuff still waiting to go on the Civ because I didn't think this was gonna blow. Like I have parts ready because I thought I was gonna need to keep working on the Civ. So that's always good. I'm stoked. I need to go shower. I'm filthy. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out and stay committed.